I will start again. Yes. So, again, my name is Taye. It's my honor to take you as a Tableau class, and it's quite interesting and interactive and intuitive class, and it's not going to be boring, trust me, because we're going to do a lot of visualization. We're going to plot some beautiful um, um, visuals. We're going to plot dashboards. We're going to export it. We're going to make a profile, so we can show employers our ability. So this is one of the good things about Tableau than the rest. All your work, even the ones you do independently, you can build it on your public Tableau, and you can share your URL with your employers, and they can see. And it's very good because it actually makes you stand away from the crowd. And yeah, okay, we've seen what he can do. Let's call him for an interview. So it will definitely get you interview, even if they are not asking for Tableau. It could be Power BI, it could be Click, it could be anything else. But if they see what you can do in Tableau, because Tableau is the number one, Tableau, Power BI, I can say, but the knowledge of Tableau will open so many doors for you. So not to say so much, as I said, I will take you through what is about, what is data analysis, what type of roles do we have in data analysis, what type of jobs, because there's so many names. Some employers may be looking for data analysts. They just go online and copy some job specs and put business insight there. So what is business insight? What is business intelligence? What is data analysis? Do they mean the same thing? Are they different? We're going to talk about that. Then we're going to move to the syllabus that we have prepared for you for this month. All the topics we're going to cover, and then we're going to install our Tableau today. And tomorrow, we start building some beautiful visualization, doing some calculation. So yeah, there's going to be some calculations in Tableau because we want to, it's part of the Tableau. Because if you do Power BI, I think they're going to take you on Power BI. I'm not so sure. So that's what we call the DAX formula. I think somebody's going to teach you. In Tableau, we just call it, I don't know, calculated fields. So we're going to make some calculated fields on that. So we're going to be doing that a lot. And yeah, we're going to cover a lot of topics, and we're going to do some beautiful animation, like moving animation and that and that. So yes. So let's continue, and I will share my screen. And please, if you have any question, just raise your hands, and I may not see you because when I'm sharing my screen, if you can just excuse me so that I'm not ignoring you, I won't be able to see when you raise up your hand. Just draw my attention. Thank you. So welcome to Blue Sky Citadel, and we're actually honored to have you in this program. So yeah, that's me. So okay, the first thing, to be honest, why do you want to be a data analyst, and why is, I don't know why is, okay, so why data analysts? I say, why do we want to be a data analyst, for example? So it's because it has great job opportunities. Every business now needs, you know, the the new oil now is data. We have companies with large sum of data, like can't imagine so much data that it needs to be processed. So they need a data analyst for that, because I think I cannot find any company who will not need a data analyst, because number one, I say, when you have a data analyst in your company, that is one step ahead of your competitors, because you want to analyze your data, you want to predict using the past data to predict your future outcome, let's say of sales, income, or anything. It's data you're going to use for that. So there's always job opportunities for that. Yes, maybe some people may say The starting salary is about 29, 30,000, but that is a start. The rest is actually up to you, how you can upscale yourself. Within a year, you can go from 30 to 60,000. Yeah, believe me. Um, I can give you my quick life experience. So I started with 29,000, and where I was working, there was a girl in apprenticeship. She was earning way less than me. And after 8 months, they promoted her to my level. And within 4 months, she left to another company, and she was making 15,000 more than me, actually. And I will be honest with you, the only thing she knows was Excel. Yes, believe me, with Excel, you can make good money. And this is me who was building their SQL database for them. I was building Tableau and Power BI for them. I was doing actually API using Python coding for them to extract data and still earning the same amount of money. So it depends on how comfortable you are, where you are, or what you are. And when I saw this, it actually gave me motivation. And since then, within 3 months, I left that company as well for a higher money as well. And from then, I always follow the money, to be honest. So yes, there is good salary in that. Data analytics is important for every business, like I said, because without it, you need every company needs it. That's just the basic truth. And you become a decision maker. So HR will come to you, different production will come to you. Okay, we have this. A lot of people, finance will come to you. So yeah, so you become a decision because of your data. You'll be able to make decision present to them. And data analytics can be a great way to develop your transferable skill. Yeah, we have some soft skill like the way you talk, you communicate. Yeah, you need to know how to communicate because it's one thing to have the knowledge to process the skill. You can query any data, you can build, but not to be able to impact to the stakeholders. And that's the most important, to be honest, that communication part where you can tell them in a very plain English. You're not going to say, okay, I wrote a script on this, on that. They're not really interested. You're just like, okay, this is the outcome. We've done this was in the past. This is what I think in the future. If we minimize this, if we increase the output, if we increase employees' salary, it will increase productivity. So you become a decision maker in a good way and also a way of using your skills. So this is the best definition I think I can get on the data. And I wanted it to cover everything. So it's like a data analyst is a profession who's focused on actually analysis of on analysis. So you want to analyze something and problem solving. Look, as a data analyst, you want to go to a company to solve their problem. And solving their problem will make you being promoted. So when you're always there to solve problems, that's why you keep being promoted. Solving problems, related data, types of data, and relationship amongst them, elements within the business system or IT. So if it's a business system, if it's a IT, if it's a transportation company, any sector that you go in, public sector, private sector, even in the healthcare, they are in need of a lot of data analysis. NHS, yes, they want to look at how many like patient they have, what is the health patient looks like, what is the efficiency looks like, like a certain number of disease or cancer research, they need data analysts as there as well. So any sector you're going to find, even in the music, I work for a media sector, they need data analysts. So you have a broad section of sectors that you can work for, so many of them. So for me, these are the 5 types of data analysts. So when you finish from this program, you may want to decide which of these do I want to go into. I will go briefly on each of them. But the one that I'm actually teaching you is the visualization aspect of data. Although we're going to do a little bit of data mining, and actually they intertwine. So if you're going to be a visualization expert, is you are telling them about the business insight. Because they say a picture what says it. It's more than 1,000 words. So when you build a visualization for them, you're actually giving them the insight of what you're going to be doing. And we're going to be saying it in different visualization, what insight we are getting. So what you are seeing in data may not be what it will come out as in a visual. We're going to see a lot of that. And in data mining, data engineering, and so we'll just go briefly on that. So data insight or intelligence, that's the BI. You see it a lot. It's about strategy and technology used by the enterprise or companies for data analysis and management of business information. So this place, you are going to work very close with stakeholders. That means with top management. That means you have to be able to talk properly, very concise, short, and straightforward, because you actually, maybe you are the last stage to the CEO or CFO, to be honest, as a business insight, because you are actually telling them. So you are improving their decision making, uncovering fresh business insights, boosting productivity, increasing sales, financial efficiency, and maybe stemming of internal process. So whichever sector or whichever business that you are, it's your job to use those data to find all these types of decision making for them. So data mining, to be honest, every tool that you are going to use, but SQL that you are going to do, that is what you call a data mining. By the time you're going to be doing select from, you are mining data from, you will see the power of SQL. Large sum of data, and you just come out and you can break it, you can filter it by grouping by or using the where clause. Just by that, you can get some specific lines of tables of information. So this is what we call data mining, like relational database, which is the SQL. You have data warehouse, transactional. There are all types of warehouse that you extract data from. Excel too, you can use it, but Excel has its limitation. By the time you overload Excel, that's why, although Excel is still number one and is still used by every company, but with the large sum of data that companies have this time, with terabytes of data, Excel can't handle that anymore. So that's why we have like Tableau, SQL, Power BI to do those jobs. So data engineering is for somebody who wants to go to actually a very technical process in which you are doing an ETL, that's extract, you extract data, you transform it, and you load it. So that's the ETL process. There's a lot of job in it because there are fewer people in it, quite few people, and it's how do I say it? It's involved a bit of coding, like when you're writing your maybe Python, not a lot of coding. Let me not call it coding, scripting, because it's not like you are just, okay, I'm scripting some data to be extracted from a social number of source. So it's connecting, for example, different technologies together. So you are connecting SQL to Python, from Python to Power BI, and that's it. So that's what we call data engineering. So at the end of the course, you may decide, although I don't think we are teaching that advanced level yet in terms of teaching you Python or Jupyter, using Jupyter Notebook for data science. Maybe in the future, classes, I mean, not in this course, maybe we'll have something like that for now. But if you want to have, we will give you the foundation to build on data engineering. It's a very lucrative job. And this is where I come into play. So as a visualization expert, we're going to draw so many, I say draw, we're going to build so many beautiful visualization, as many as you want. I'm going to give you a lot of data set to play with, to do it on your own time. We're still going to talk about how to also help yourself. We're going to help you, but more of the learning is the doing. So it's not just these 2 hours today and tomorrow will be enough. It's what you go and do after. That is how you build your knowledge and expertise. So we're going to build a visualization. And why that type of visualization? Because with Tableau, you can build any visualization, but is that what your employer wants? Is that, are you communicating that, is it that visualization to use to communicate at that right time? So you have to be able to know that as well. So these are the data analytic tool that maybe you may want to find out there. We have like data storage, visualization model, and other tools there. So these are the skills that I think you need for data analyst. As a data analyst, you need, I mean, you should have an idea like partnering with clients. That is because you work with clients. Like now I work with a company, but I don't work for the company. I work for Capgemini for example. Yeah, that is this contracted me out to that. So I have to work with those clients. You have to work as a team because when you are running late or know that maybe you can't meet a deadline, it's good. That's part of the communication as well, working with a team, doing problem framing. So as a data analyst, it's our job to see a problem before it happens. Because we don't want to be, okay, we finish something and there is a problem and they're asking, how did it happen? That's your job. So if you frame a problem, and that's how we can solve a problem before it happens. Like interviewing an expert, for example. I think we're going to cover that after this course, interview process, CV, writing of CVs, collecting data from groups. So sometimes I work with companies that they have a very good set of data. Sometimes I have to go and fetch the data myself. We need to know how to collect those data, communicating your results. So that's what I said earlier on. How do we communicate our result? Do we communicate it a very good way or build a very beautiful diagram? Visualization, and we can communicate it. So these are the soft skills for data analysts. It's not even, you see, we've not even mentioned Tableau, SQL, or, or Excel. But this is the most important part. When you are being interviewed, this is the first stage where they will want to interview you to see if you have this soft skill before you even, because they believe that technical skill can be taught to anyone. Also, this also can be learned, but they want to know that you have that idea of all these soft skills. So how to get ready for a data analyst job? Yeah, you have to do your research, you know your ability. You need to make a profile. I'll show you what I mean about this profile. Like on GitHub, for example, you need to have a profile, Tableau, and so on. I'm going to show you some of my profiles that I have. It's just to stand us out of the crowd and practice. Even when you're doing your interview process, keep practicing till you are successful. Even when you are successful, after you have settled down in your company, okay, my company is not using Python now, but can I add Python to my upscale? So you keep learning from there. So, and the main reason why you are here tonight is why Tableau. So I think you're going to do Power BI. So, but I'm not the one teaching you that. I think it's part of the curriculum. But why Tableau? To be honest, it's easy to use, easy to understand. You're going to see how easy it is. You're going to drag, drop, so many things, how to um, format your visualization, how to change colors, how to, it's just lovely. It's quick and interactive. It's very interactive. Anyone can interact with it. So when you build it, you can send it to your stakeholders or your managers or whoever wants to consume it. They can interact with it. So imagine I build 6 different type of visualization and I put it in a dashboard and I click on just one visualization. The other 5 is going to change according to what I've clicked there. So that's why it's interactive. So it can handle suspicious amount of data. It doesn't matter what data you dump on Tableau, it's going to handle it. It's going to handle those data for you. And just like in SQL that you're going to do joins, Tableau, you can also do joins, you can blend data. We're going to do that in this course as well. So although we are not going to do the last 2, mobile friendly, because we are using the free version of Tableau, so we don't have access to mobile Tableau, the mobile edited parts, because we're using the public one, which is free. Although we can do everything that we needed to do to cover Tableau that you need to do, but only that we can use it on our mobile and integrate with scripting language. So you can use you can use Python R to communicate with Tableau easily. Although that is a bit advanced, but it's quite easy to integrate those language with it. So yeah. And before I go on, do I have any question? Any question? Yes, no? All right. I think that is the last of the class. Oh, sorry, and then I quickly want to show us so this is going to be our syllabus. I'm going to send it to us when I make some few changes, sorry. So we're going to be doing installation and some navigation just to show us some navigating part today. Time. And tomorrow we'll start with our first visual. We're going to do some first visual. We're going to be doing about some calculated field. We're going to be adding color. We're going to be adding labels and formatting. And I don't know if we can finish tomorrow, but if we finish, then next week, we're going to be doing time series aggregation and filtering. So data extraction, as we said, working with time series, what is the meaning of aggregation, granularity, level of details. Then we're going to be creating an area chart, learning about highlighting, and adding filter and quick filter. What does those means? We are going to be doing that all next week. And the following week, we're going to be creating a very good maps scatter plot, and then we're going to start building our first dashboards. And that's what we're going to be joining data, as I said, creating the maps, creating scatter plot, applying filters to multiple worksheets. So you don't need to be applying filter to every worksheet that you. Don't worry, I will show you what we mean by worksheet now. So once you just do it, it will apply to any worksheet you open. Our first dashboard. What do we mean by dashboard? It means that I will quickly show us let's go on first. So dashboard is the combination of all our worksheets. We put it in the dashboard. Then we have adding an interactive action, that's filter and highlighting. Then we go a little bit more advanced. Then we go into collecting data sets, geographical roles, table calculation for genders, creating bins. So we'll be doing a bit of a data science, distribution, leveraging of power of parameter. What do we mean by power of parameter? We're going to be talking about that now. If I explain to you, you may forget. Creating tree maps. I try to, in this course, I try to show us all types of visualization that are possible. So creating a customer segment dashboard, advanced dashboard, interactive, analyzing the customer dashboard segmentation. So that's when we're analyzing that dashboard all together and then presenting it to our stakeholders. And finally, we're going to be creating an animation. What do we mean by that? So it's like you create a small kind of a video, build, want to see like the trend of fertility over time. So we're going to be creating that. How do we build such a visualization, animation, manual sorting and blending of data, and then we're leaving trace in our animation. All those, it's going to be fun. So I hope you're looking forward to that. Do you have any questions till now? That's a bit quiet.
I think
No
we are
question.
taking everything in.
Sorry?
No, I said I think we are taking everything in.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So let's start with I'm going to send this to the group. Let's start with downloading Tableau. And what should I put it
on the Telegram?
in the chat here?
Okay, you can put it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
You can
let
put
me
it here.
know. Sorry?
You can put it here on the chat here.
Yeah, I put it on the chat. It's already in the Zoom.
Okay.
So let me know when we're all here, please. So I want everybody to follow.
It seems it requires registration or something.
Which one? No, just I want us to be on the URL. Don't do anything. Just are we out there?
No.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yes, we are.
All right. So you want to click download Tableau public. I have it, but I will then.
Sorry, I've not downloaded mine.
All right. We'll wait for you. Let me know when you are done.
We should click on the download Tableau public, right?
Yes, download public. Tableau public.
Is
We should include our names.
Yes, just your name, your email, and UK. So that's all you need to do, and download the app, and then you will start downloading. And that's as simple as that. Let me know when everyone has downloaded and have this icon. Then can continue. Sorry, I can't hear you.
I don't know who this.
First of all, I don't know.
Business email.
I can barely hear you. Is it just me?
The person should mute himself or herself.
Oh, somebody else is talking. Okay.
I said the business email. Is it going to be our email?
Yeah, any email that you want to use.
All right.
I think it should be probably the email that you use frequently.
I'm not yet on this page. I'm on.
No, don't worry. I know, just download it. We are not doing any visualization today. It's just I'm just doing my own. You need to install. I wanted when everybody has installed Tableau. Then,
You have done mine.
have you installed it? Have you been able to open it?
I don't think so.
Please let me know when I can continue.
Yes, my one is done now.
Is everybody done?
Not yet,
Almost.
please.
So I can continue?
Please, I'm still in progress.
Two more minutes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
That's installed.
So, all right. I think I have one more to share with us. This is just a quick sign up page. So this is where we're going to build, sorry. So the last one I sent to you is your profile where you can sign up and build your profile. So all the visualization that we are going to be doing, or anyone that you are going to do privately, you can push it here. I will show us how to save it to our public. And then this URL, you can copy it into your CV. And then the employers can actually have a look And that's how you see. And then you can see how many times they viewed it. So, which is kind of good because in Power BI, you don't have this feature. So I want us to have this sign up page. You can put your picture.
So we should click on it now and sign in or create an account for it.
Yeah, you can create an account. I want us to be on the same. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry, my system is requesting for a restart to finish the setup.
So let me know if everyone has. You don't need to write all this. You can go later. You can edit your profile, write about yourself, and then put a git. Oh, I don't know if we have a GitHub. I do have a GitHub, and that will show us.
Well, how did you get there? I'm a little bit confused as to how you got to this place.
No, once you sign up, it's just right. I'm coming. Click on profile. So you just edit profile, or you can go update profile picture, then write your name, where you work, whatever you want them to see about you. If you have LinkedIn, put it here. And yeah, and if you have any other personal website, which actually I do, I can just put it here and save it. But not necessary. So I don't know if you have GitHub. Why do I say GitHub? So these are one of the things I wanted to share with us today because so GitHub is when you are maybe doing Excel or like SQL or Python. I have my repo here and you can push things here. Although it's been a while that I've done that. So the employers can also see for your codes or your programs that you have done. So it's very easy to sign up in GitHub. You just go to github.com and then you can add. This was a project I did a while ago. So are we all done with the Tableau? Sorry?
I think I'm lost because I'm not sure how you even go to this tab because I'm trying to sign in. Am I signing in with something I have before? Because when I was
No,
downloading,
you click sign up.
okay,
Yeah.
but I see login, I see use custom domain. I don't know what to try for free. So I'm not sure if I'm in the wrong place.
Okay, let me see what I sent to you. Sign out. No, sorry, is the sign in. Once you finish with the public, download the email and the password that you have done is what you will use here, like sign in. Or like you click sign in and you say create an account. So this way you create your account.
Wait, can you go back to the previous page? Because I'm seeing something completely different.
So maybe I should send this. You will see sign in. Click on sign in. And then rather than sign in, you create an account. Yeah, we'll just send this. Is that okay now? I just sent maybe a better version. So
Okay.
click on that, then sign in. And then, because I already have, you just create an account. Then you have all this. And then once you create it, that's it. Then you sign in. This is important that we have this because when we're building our visualization, we are saving it into our account straight. Let me know when I can continue, please. Yes.
I have signed in
Yes.
and I can see voice of the day, Tableau public, create resources, or the header menu. Then on the left, there's a trending right down there, and the story of alternative fuel on this first page.
After you sign in.
Yeah, after I've signed in. Then if I scroll down, I'll see all the trending, explore voice.
Yeah, you say they're just giving you like what do I want to say? Like a quick what is all about Tableau. You mean something like this?
Let me see.
It's like this?
Yes, something like that. Yes.
Yeah, you just go up here, you see your profile.
Yeah, I've seen my profile.
Then my profile.
Oh, okay, I've not gone up there. Let me do that.
Is there a different version for UK
No,
versus
this is after
US?
you have created your account and you signed in. It will bring you here, but all you have to do is you may not see a picture because you've not put a picture. You just click here and click on profile, and then I'll just say bookmark this. Although all this place is going to be empty for you because you've not done anything, you've not saved anything on it. And even from here, you can go to your public Tableau, like create a vis like this.
Please, I have signed in, and
Yes.
what I'm seeing is quick link to Tableau homepage, Tableau community, blueprint assessment, and Tableau public. So what do I do from here?
Is it the one with the trending?
No.
No, I
signed
think
in.
she's talking about, sorry, I think she's talking about the second tab, this other one. The other one, that's the page she is, yes, this one, yeah.
This one?
Yes, she's right.
Oh, let me see. How did I get it? I think they have a lot of different. Let me see. You are not signed in. Let's see. Sign out first.
Okay.
Tableau public. Go to Tableau public.
After signing out, or I should just go to.
Don't sign out. Go to Tableau public. It should bring you where I am now.
Without signing out.
Don't sign out.
Tableau public. Need more information about the country.
About the country. Which country did you choose?
United Kingdom.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a problem on that. Okay, what about if you sign out and then you click, let me
Okay,
see,
let me do that. Let me sign out.
sign out,
Then what? Okay, then click on
Tableau
Tableau Public again.
Yes, please.
Yes, it takes me back to where you are.
Yeah, then put what you used to create.
Your account.
You've created your account, right?
Yes, I have.
Okay, put your email and password, and let's see where it takes you, and
Okay.
sign in. It should bring you here. Is that right? Is everybody following? Is everyone okay?
Yep.
Yeah. Have you gotten it? Sorry, sis. Did you get it?
It took me back to that Tableau Public need more information about the country.
That's strange.
I think you need to go to your email and activate your account first.
I should do what, please?
It's doing that to me too.
Go to your email and activate your account, and they sent you
I've done that.
Okay.
I activated.
Yeah, what you need to do is just you select the country where you are, then you click next or something, because I had the same
Complete sign
issue.
in. Okay.
Yeah,
Let me do that.
Okay.
Just
Sorry, I
select
didn't.
your country. Yeah.
Sorry, I
Okay.
didn't get that error. So, and I'm trying finding it. Maybe. Let me
It's
try.
giving me an error 404. Okay. It has been resolved. Please let me check where you are. Okay, yes, we are on the same page now.
So click on this and then my profile.
Sorry. What do you say I should click on?
On this, you won't see your
Okay.
picture because you've not put a picture. Click, then profile.
Okay, I think from my own, because there's no picture, but there is a 3 line that looks like a menu. Is that where I should click on? All right. I've seen my profile.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So it's going to be empty. Don't worry. We're going to fill it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, after the class, you can write about yourself. Just maybe you may want to leave this profile till you know more about Tableau. You can write on data analysis as a whole before you know what to write and how to write and everything. So the other lady, are you okay as well?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay, good. So we can continue. So now you should be able to open Tableau. So if you click on Tableau, although all this will be empty for you, let me even remove them. I don't need them. We're going to create a new one. So you're going to have something like this. So this is where we are. Don't worry, we are not doing any visualization today. We'll start tomorrow, but I just want us to have this ready. And then tomorrow, these are the type of connections that we can make with Tableau. You have the Excel, you have the text file, you have the JSON, different, and much more if you want to go into Google Drive or Web Connector, whichever one. And it's even, if you upgrade, then you can get more connections. So, but most of our files will be either Excel or CSV. So don't worry, you don't need to follow me. Don't follow me. I just want to give us a brief introduction about the interface of Tableau. So this is what we call a worksheet. You can see. So this is the data source here. So when we import the data, we get it here. And this Sorry?
Please, can you start from the beginning, please?
Okay, so
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. So I said this is your panel for Tableau. This, when you open it, this is what you're going to see. You can connect using any of these methods here.
Sorry. How do we get here? Sorry to bring you back.
The Tableau that you installed. You just open it. The app, the public Tableau. So
Okay. Okay.
I'm just removing it. So this is a public. No, I have the Tableau that you installed is here. So just click on it and it should open this for you. So are we all there now?
Yes. I'm there.
Yes,
So,
yes. Go on.
Okay. So we are not importing any file, or I just want to show us the UI of Tableau, all the different parts and everything. So don't just watch, and tomorrow I'll keep your hands dirty. Don't worry, we'll make our hands dirty tomorrow doing so many stuffs. So I just want to show us. So let's say I want to export, my file is in Excel. If it's in CSV file, you're going to use a text file. So let's say Excel, I'm just choosing a random file. So I'm not using it. I'm not building any visualization. You get it here because this has the Excel file that I chose has three sheets in the workbook. That's why you've seen list of others. We're going to do something like that, and we're going to join this together. So this is what we call the data source here. And this is how we connect. And then we have the sheet one here. So this is what I was talking about. We're going to make different. So each of these sheets is for one visualization alone. We can't make two visualization on a sheet. So one sheet is one visualization, and then you give it the name. You change the name. Let me say I draw a map now. You just highlight that and name it map. You see it's going to change. So we draw a map here. So this is what we call this is the sheet, and we can have as many sheets as possible. You look at this. If you want an extra sheet, you just click here. You see sheet 2. Let's say you want to do 10 visualization. Just keep adding and adding till you get 10. Yes, so those are your sheets that you want. And so this is what we call, this is the dashboard that we are talking about. What does this dashboard? You see all the sheets that I've opened here, automatically the dashboard is going to recognize that I want to put this sheet together. So that's what is going to make that dashboard together. I'll give you an example of one of the work here. As you can see, we are going to do this visualization. So this is one visualization on one different sheet. This is another visualization on another sheet. This is different. So all of them together here is a dashboard. This is the dashboard I'm talking about. And when you look at it, like this is Northern Ireland now. If I want to check about Scotland, don't try to remember everything. It's just how insight we can get from visualization. Let me say I click on Scotland. Just look at gender. Don't look at anything else. Look at how gender is going to change by just clicking on Scotland. You can see everything has changed, but just say keep your eyes on gender. It's trying to show me that male, they are 72% male in the workforce compared to 28%. And you can see in the job classification, there are more blue-collar jobs in Scotland, others, and this is white-collar. You may not be able to see it. Let's do one more example before I jump back to the Tableau. Let me say I click on England. You see how everything has changed again? It means that actually there are more female in workforce than male. That is surprisingly, but you can see we have more white-collar job in England. You can, because of London, you can say because of that. And you can see that just by this visualization that we have done or we are going to do, you can see so many insights that we can draw. And then all these age bins are also changing. Everything is changing as you choose it. If you want to choose, if you want gender to be your filter, we're going to also, I'm going to teach you how to do that. Like if I want to just choose female, sorry, I have to click here first. So, yeah, so I just want to say only female. For example, I will just choose this, and then it's going to give me the whole corresponding about female, about why there are more female with white collar, of course, less female in the blue collar job, and then how many are there in UK, in England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, and their age group and things like that. You can see already what power visualization has and what Tableau can give to us. So this is what we mean by that dashboard. So what you saw there was the dashboard is the collection of sheets that we're going to build together and interact together with. That's one of the reasons I love it more than Power BI. In Power BI, you can draw so many visualization in a single sheet. Yes.
Sorry, are you
Yes.
saying Tableau is more user-friendly?
It's more user-friendly. That's why I said it's easy to use, easy to understand, easy to actually bend to your will. Because in Power BI, to go to another sheet, you are going to have to do like a drill through in which you have to be putting, and it means that if you have 8 visualization in Power BI, you are going to have 2 different sheets. So you are going to put like 4 in one sheet and 4 in another sheet, and you can't combine them together at the same time, even though you are trying to do one presentation. So, but with Tableau, you can put everything in. Of course, you have to master how to actually put these things together. You're going to be moving, doing a lot of formatting, but yes, you can put everything together. You can say everything 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the maximum I put was like 9, although it took me. Building the visualization is the easiest part. Putting it together in the dashboard is a bit tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's all good. Yes, I would say it's more user-friendly. That's why I said it's easy to use and quite much easier to understand.
So in the industry then, which one do they use most?
You will see a job that will say Power BI, but they will say Tableau is welcome.
Oh, I see.
So if you know Tableau, it's not a no. Actually, it's a plus. And by the time they see your visualization, what you can do here, Power BI is also drag and drop. Don't misunderstand me. It's also drag and drop, but it's a bit more. You need to do. So you have a place that is called It's like close to Power Query, where you do your formatting, where you add
Yeah.
columns,
Yeah.
add formatting. So I would say it was harder for me to learn Power BI. Let me be honest. So yeah. So I use Power BI more than I use Tableau, to be honest, because you know what, Tableau, why companies don't use Tableau is because it's expensive, very expensive, very, very expensive. So to have a license for 10 people is costing thousands of thousands. So they will choose Power BI. Mostly you will see Power BI, but with Tableau, you will still get a job with it. So this is so dashboard is a collection of the sheets, and then all you have to do is just drag. You can see, you just be dragging, and then you can increase the size, like we're going to talk about like the range, if you want to use a fixed size, automatic size, or you just want to increase the weight. You see, if you have a lot of visualization, you, you can adjust it to your site. But with Power BI, it has a fixed size, so it is you who has to adjust your own visual to adjust your one. So, all right. So we are going to be working a lot with this. So I want us, and why I'm explaining this is the last set of people I taught, I learned from also my own teaching. So that's why I'm taking time to introduce us to. The first set, I just jumped into teaching them Tableau, and I saw that many of them don't even know that this is what I was going to use mostly. Actually, this is what I'm going to use mostly. Like 99% of my visualization is going to be in these five. I don't know what to call them. So when I drag something and I want to put color, I want to turn them to category, I will just drag it into this. So whatever, let me say I want to do gender category, like this gender that you saw here. It's all I just did was drag gender to color. And because there are only two types of gender, male and female, it will give us two color. If there are 4 colors, it will give you 4 different colors automatically. And I will show you ways that we can change the colors if we don't like what colors we like Tableau is giving us. You can choose your own color. Then you want to increase your size. You want to put label like details. You want to put a text like when you are putting maybe a bar chart, you want to see the numbers. You just drag it here. And here you can change from automatic to bar chart to cycle, different things. We're going to be covering a lot here. And this show me is a quick way to do a visualization. So when you say show me, because we've not dragged anything here, it's just going to tell you what you can do with those 2 data sets you've done here. Like this pie chart is saying that you need 1 dimension and 1 measure, or 2 measures. What is a dimension and measure? We're going to see tomorrow. You have your dimension. Dimension are like strings of numbers. Measures are like integers, like numbers, like when you have profits, you have loss, you have profit margin, and things like those are your measures. And you have like gender, you have like countries, states, cities, those are your dimensions. So we're going to be saying the first half of here would be like dimension. I think let me just put 1 year, and then this is just, you can see. So this is what I mean, like dimension, and you have your measures here, like list of orders here. So like what I was saying, for example, Let me see what I can, let me see if I can put region. You can see you have regions here, central, north, south. If I want to put a color to this region now, all I have to just do is drag this region to color. It will give me 3 distinct color. You can see already how powerful it is. And maybe I want to change it to a bar. You can see. And maybe, let me see. Let me put list of other. You can see because of the regions that I've put in color, that's why you have 3 different colors. If I remove it from color, just drag it away, you can see that we just have the same color, but it's going to be hard to tell which one is north, which one is south, which one is central. We just put it, so just drag region. We're going to be doing that tomorrow, just like that. It's just to show you how, you see how interactive it is, how simple it is. And then we can do so many other things on it. We can, I think, you can draw a pie chart, for example. You can increase the size, if you want it bigger, you can see. And if you want label, that means I want to see which one is, okay, because of this show me, you can't see the legend. We call it a legend. You can see central, north, south. But let's say you don't want to have it, you want to have the names here. All you have to just do is put region in label. You can see that's how it is. We're going to be using this a lot. And details means maybe you want to see, like, you want to see the amount. No. Maybe there's nothing for details there. So this is we just played around with it. I'm going to give you some data sets, that we're not going to work on. Play around with it, draw some visualization, just do some dragging and dropping and other things. And if you just want to remove anything, just drag away like that. Drag away, drag away. And then maybe you make a mistake, no problem, just drag it away. And you put a country. This is a map, for example, and you can see that every country has the same number. You can just put it like country in color. You can see they have different color, and you can put profit, like list of order. I'm just saying in size. You can see it's not showing us that, okay, in France we have more sales than in Germany, and you can see just by sorry?
I said, wow, this is more interesting. I see what you were saying.
Yes. Don't worry, tomorrow I will do it step by step. It's just to show you, it's just to hype us up to look forward to tomorrow. So yes.
I can see that it automatically gives you the number of each work you're doing or so, right?
Oh yes, it gives even more than that, a lot of things. It's now up to you how you want to use it, how you want to play around with it, what visualization.
This is interesting.
Even I can go deeper. You see that this is country.
Yes.
Sorry. Like if you want to see state, all you have to just do is you see this, you just say state, you can see it has given you more bubbles. If you want to go more granular, you see region, you can see. So, but this is now becoming too much, but we will leave it. And if you want to just go, just press minus here.
Okay.
Tomorrow we're just going to, no, we're not doing this tomorrow, it's next week. This now is just telling you that, okay, in France, this is the biggest state. giving us the most money. You see that it just gives you an insight to so many things that you can do. So that is just the power of Tableau in a very short. Yeah. So anyone have any question?
Please, in my table, there is no country there. It starts with first name.
Don't worry, I've not given you a data set.
Okay.
This is just to show us we are not doing this. It's just I want us to know about the UI of Tableau. What is this? What is that? Like, how do we, when we click on this now, we can do some formatting. Like, if you want to do the sheet or the rows or the column, or we want to do shading, we want, like, once you build your visualization, you want to just remove some grid lines and things like that. So we will be doing that a lot. And yes, I mean, this data set is a bit more complicated because I have to join two data sets together to be able to show us more insight into, like this is like a product now. So you want to kind of know where your product is selling, where it's not selling. What do you understand? So you want to know all those things. And this is where visualization expert business insight comes in. You can explain yourself. And if we have years, I don't know, I've not tried this data set. I can make like over the years how it's going to be. So yes. Anyone have any question about what you have seen and about data analysis, about job?
Yes, I have I think I have about 2 questions.
Yes, go on.
I once heard or maybe read somewhere that in data analysis or business intelligence analysis, you can be a QA. There's a part of it that you can be a QA where if you get a requirement, by the time by the time they come up with all this, then as a QA, you then go to measure up what the requirement is saying to what you have so that the business owners can get a good visualization as to what they required or requested.
A QA actually is their job primarily, because actually that's what also I'm doing as well, is
So you need to have an understanding of the data analyst first.
No.
Okay.
No. As a QA, I need to know. So this is how it happens. If I know this is about, we're talking about data analysis or BA now, but as a QA work in an agile environment. So they have like a scrum master or a product owner, then you have the developers, you have the business analyst, and then you have the tester. So the product owner will come with some business requirements, give it to the developers. Developers will test it. The data analysts, I don't really know what they do there, but they see that, okay, this is what they need. The QA's work is to say that what the end customer, the end product will be, is production ready. So this job is not for a QA, for example, although they can, my first data analyst, I will do a job and somebody will QA it. So somebody will just look at if there is any mistake, if there's any fault in what I've done. So, but if you talk about proper QA, like QA engineer, their job is to see that there's no bugs, there's no defect, everything is working as it should be. So that is how a QA works.
Okay.
But yeah.
Sorry, mommy, Tai.
Hello, is this my class?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Nobody has taken your class.
Yeah, just so yeah, we're almost done for today, so I won't take our time. But please get ready. Please, this is 1 month.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes, please.
I just wanted to know, I want to understand the difference between a data analyst and a data scientist.
So a data analyst, the main difference is a data science we do more of scripting. So you can be a data science without doing maybe something like using Python or R, because you're going to do a lot of regression, doing a lot of let me show you.
Machine learning.
Sorry?
More or less of machine learning.
Machine learning, yes. So what I did at first, I mean, when I was training myself, I was more using, so what you are saying now, I did myself. This is more like a data science. Okay? So all these topics are more like data science, machine learning, predicting house price, and then building visualization on it. So this is data science. You are going to be main all those marks, then doing a lot of correlations and everything. It maps. But for data analysts, you just need, to be honest, as a data analyst, all you need is SQL, know how to query data in and out, and a visualization. I'm telling you, you are sorted. Very, very sorted. So because
So you don't need to know Python.
if you want to go to data engineering, learning the Python gives you edge, but to be honest, I don't see so many jobs in data analysts having Python. Although you may use it for pandas, I don't know if Mr. Deji will. I used to teach, but it's been a while now, like using pandas and pandas library and NumPy. You can use that for data analyst. But if you are now going more to data science, then you now start using logistic regression, matplotlibs, and other Seaborn to do so many things, all those libraries in Python. I mean, pandas and NumPy is enough for data analysts.
Okay, please, I have a question.
Yeah.
Because thank you for today's lecture. At
No
least
problem.
I was a bit confused when I started. In my own case, my background is pharmacy, but I'm a student here digital health system. So even the course self, I don't really understand. But thank God, from this semester, I was able to draw something and conclude in my mind that it's all about analyzing data in the health sector. Last semester, we were taught about Python. This semester, how language is there, machine learning, and SQL.
SQL.
Yes. So I don't really know how all these things connect together. And now I am also learning Tableau. So I'm a bit confused. So if I'm going to look for a job, what should I call myself?
So for you, I think you have a very good advantage. You say you're learning Python hard. Please learn it. I mean, when they teach you, make sure you pay attention. And this as well, it means that you can apply to both data science and both data analyst. So you are not constrained to one job, one role, one set of role. Because if you learn Python, you know it, you know how, and then you can follow with Tableau and SQL. You will just be applied to every job that comes your way, but in data science. Then at the long run, you will now see which one you do enjoy. And then you can now go into details. Okay, I want to specialize. Then you have to find your specialty, because in the beginning, I was like jack of all trade, master of none. Before I know, okay, I need to learn. I just settled for SQL, Tableau, and Python. Yeah. I wanted to know everything too that time. So R, I also learned it in school when I did my financial mathematics, but I didn't like it. But Python is very good. It's more popular. R is becoming obsolete. You will hardly see any job asking for R, but if you know it, they will still accept it if they ask for Python. So it's almost the same thing. So you can apply for both data analyst and data science job, machine learning.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions, please?
Yes, if I'm in financial sector and I
Yes,
want to be a financial analyst,
yes.
so how will data analyst be able to help me in my field, or how will I be able to navigate through that part?
Financial analysts in the financial sector, what did they deal with? Data. Yes, it's financial data. We're going to do some financial things here. It's basically the same. You're going to still use SQL. You're still going to use Tableau to do some financial data, like moving average, for example, doing a lot of things. Like you have to work with the financial people. So I've worked with financial sectors before. I use SQL and I've used Tableau and Python and Power BI as well. So it's still the same, although mostly in the financial sectors they still use Excel or Google Sheet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so because most of them, when I work in the financial sectors, I met very old people who don't want to change, so they still enjoy their Excel and Google Sheet because that's what they know. But to be honest, there's a bit of Python. If you are actually going to financial sector, I would say you should learn about pandas and numpy. These two are not so difficult. It's just how to, add column, remove column, drop this. And numpy is for calculation. How to calculate, like for example, let me see if I have it. Like this is when I was going to work in a financial investment. Like you want to learn about pricing. You
Yeah.
need to know, you need to know a bit of Python as well, because you need to know the average returns, log returns, um, the score, black holes formula, portfolios,
Okay.
the securities. Yeah, that's all. And then you are plotting 3 different or 4 different um, stock markets together, or calculating different securities.
Yeah.
It's been a while I've done it. I didn't really enjoy it, but and that's where the money is, to be honest, the financial market. Yeah, you compare stock markets together, S&P, PG, Dow Jones. So different things you can forecast the risk measures,
Yeah.
and yeah, you have to know a bit of Python if you really strictly want to go to finance sector.
Yes, I'm in finance sector. It's just that I want to add these analysts, data analysts,
Yeah,
incorporate
you will
it.
still need it. You will still need SQL and everything. I'm plotting the
Okay.
graph. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Any question for me? Or you just want to start?
Hello. Yeah, I know you use the Excel, so we can use Google Sheet as well. Is that correct?
I don't know if Google Sheet we can add from here. I'm not so sure. I think maybe if we have the full version where we pay for, there's a lot of things that we can connect to. But for now, all the data sets we have in Excel or CSV file, we have more than enough for that.
Yeah, because I don't have Microsoft 360 at the moment.
So you don't understand. You don't even need to open it. Once I send the Excel file, you
Yeah.
just have it and just import it inside Excel, inside Tableau.
Okay.
All right, Dax Power BI.
Yes.
Looks a little bit complex.
Oh yeah, it is. Actually, there is a whole topic, like DAX has its own app that you connect to Power BI to actually, but to be honest, what we're going to teach you in every subject, you are not going to need up to that. Let me be honest. And I'm going to show you something funny tomorrow. You see job description, you say, "Oh my God, I don't know this. I don't have this." My first job ever as a data analyst, I was given an SQL question. I was given a Python question, to be honest. And when I got there, they were only using Excel. Yes, they don't even have SQL database. They don't even know what is Python. I mean, they just copy those questions, I think, from the internet and they put it there.
Wow.
Yeah. And this has been my knowledge, my experience, sorry, where going that the job description. I'm not trying to tell you not to take, and the interviews are more rigorous than the job itself. So if you can get through the interview, you are good because the job itself, you have like a month, 2 months before you even start working on anything. So, and Excel, I'm telling you, my friend that even moved from where I was working with higher money, she's still only working in Excel. She had to even leave because she has to teach herself Python because she wants to know Python. So most of the jobs, they are just wishful thinking. Maybe we need somebody who knows SQL and things like that. And I have a job that I was only working in SQL, plainly SQL every day. So, and it's quite, I mean, doing the same thing. So,
I see your point. But if you're doing the same thing in SQL, it becomes the syntax you're using becomes a normative.
yeah, it is. And then I just have to do stop procedures, and then I don't have to run it. Although it can be like 20 lines of queries that I'm going to write, but then I just store it in, I cache it. So I run it once. It can run for 1 day. Yeah, that's how big it is because the data set are big. So once I push it there, and somebody else will do the visualization. So when we teach you all these skills, you may even only one you're going to use, or maybe for you to use two, it means that maybe you are like already a manager. I mean, you might, but I've not used two at the same time, to be honest. Even when I'm doing QA, they will say automation, this. You get there, it's manual work that you are going to be doing. So it's the job specs, the interview process is a bit hype. Let's go with it. But once you get there, and that's why we're teaching you exactly what you're going to use and even what you can fall back when you need help when you start to work. Or okay, I need to do some visual on from experiences. Any questions?
Sorry.
Yes.
So if after this whole course or internship and you decide to follow on the data science job, yeah. So how then like what we are doing now, getting hands-on experience and stuff. How are we going to be able to handle that? I mean, for someone with the machine learning experience and Python.
No, like I said, we're going to give you the tools. You're going to practice because I know that you are not doing Tableau alone. The SQL guy, the Guru guy, is going to teach you SQL. You need to practice that. So this 1 month is going to be intense for you. You will need to put a lot of effort. So what I'm going to be teaching you like 4 hours a week. It means that you need to do about 10 hours studies on Tableau alone. That's apart from the 4 hours that you're going to sit with me. Because practicing make perfect. Like, okay, he did this, he did that. And then don't forget you're going to do the same thing for SQL and maybe Power BI. And that's how you become an expert. And that will give you a very good experience, I'm telling you. By the time you practice and practice and practice. So I've not seen any. I did this on my own, learn on my own, and I didn't have anybody to guide me or push. I was just doing trial and error till I found it. So we have set of people, bodies, mentors that not just after this training, there for CV, or if you have interviews, you can come to me. I help you practice, see the job description, then ask you some questions, what likely questions they're going to ask, and stuff like that.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Any more questions?
Sorry, again, for our own preparation, are you saying that we need a minimum of 14 hours weekly for SQL, for Tableau, to gain better experience?
No, I'm just saying from my own perspective. If you are somebody like once you are like you have a photographic memory, then you don't need 14 hours. But what I'm just saying is practicing. So maybe a day you take a data set or you go through it, you watch the video, then you do it yourself, then you try to do it yourself without the video. And apart from the visualization I'm even going to do with you, the data set itself, you can do other type of visualization, play around with it, do your own mistakes. From there, maybe you have questions, you can come and ask me while I was doing this. It may not even be part of what we talked about. Oh, I was trying to do this visualization. Did I do something wrong with the calculated field or something? And then I'll put you through, and then that's how you learn. Maybe SQL, maybe you find it challenging. I'm just saying, maybe you need to put more time. Maybe Tableau, you find it more easy to go. You don't need 10 hours, maybe 5 hours, 3 hours. Extra is enough. It's up to you to know where to put that extra effort. That's all. Any question? No?
I just wanted to ask, you said you were going to send us some data sets so that we can play with the
Yes, I will send the one that we're going to use tomorrow. I'll send it before the class, and I will send after the class. I will now send another one so that you can work with during the weekend. I'm not going to do that. It's not going to be part of the syllabus, but it's just going to be. There's a lot of data set. I can even show you where to get data set from. That you can pull any data set, even if about COVID, anything, Airbnb, or so many things, plane crash, bicycle, so many type of data set. So yeah, I can give you data set. That's not a problem. I will give you. It's going to be part of like maybe find like an homework and maybe you should do. It will be like your maybe like if you're doing a sprint, that's going to be your practice.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Would that be all?
Yeah, sorry, I have a quick question. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, in the real world, if you are doing a data analysis job, is there like a sort of requirement? You know, we are given a data set. Are they going to give you a requirement what you need to come out with in terms of the data set? Yeah.
Yes. For example, if you're doing SQL, they will tell you what they want to see. They want to see so numbers of names. What columns they want to see in this, they will let you know. And the same thing for Tableau, they may want to say, okay, we want to see this over this, or genders, data set, this, that. Sometimes it could be just your own initiative. I think that one will be up to you and your manager. So They will actually bring the requirement. This is how it happened. Talk to my manager. My manager will allocate the job to one of the data analysts. Let's say it's me. She will book a call with the product owner or the stakeholders. I will be there. The stakeholders will tell me what they want. And then after that, me and my manager will talk, okay, do this, and that. So I'm sure for you to start, your manager will tell you what she wants to say. And then as you are doing it, you are showing her, and that's how it has been working.
Okay, I want to ask something. There's this story usually, right?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay, there's this story you usually write at the end of like in Power BI. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Do story? No, I don't.
Like what I mean by the story is like analyzing like you have something to do on you have a project you're trying to analyze on using the Tableau, and you're done. So you need to write out your findings, write the stories and everything. So your stakeholders, when you're presenting it, they understand what you're saying. So I mean the ceremonies that you do at the end. I think I know that you do that in the Power BI, but I don't know if it happens here. Where
I think it happened in Tableau. Let me see. I think so. That is the last. I think I forgot to. So this is the last column here. Story. Yeah, all the summary of everything.
yes, so that's
So
what I'm
sorry, I forgot. So this is the sheet. This is the dashboard, and this is the story. So you're just going to tell a quick story on what the visualization is all about. We're going to do one. It's not a problem. Or not
right.
just like a summary here.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So I shall see you.
Just one last question. Are there
Yes.
projects that you could be in which you might not be the only DA? Is it
Oh yeah.
possible?
Oh yeah. Yes. It is. Mostly it won't be only you. Mostly it won't be only you. But maybe somebody is doing SQL and you are doing the visualization part of that project. So two people cannot be doing like visualization at the same time. So although maybe somebody is supervising you doing that, or you are just writing query, like somebody's writing query, pushing it, like you just when you write the query, that query you turn it into a visualization.
Are you also the one teaching us the SQL, no?
No, you have somebody else for that.
Okay.
Any more questions? So I don't want to bore you. Yeah.
Then on the job, is there like a form of support on the job? Like, let's say for instance, you have a senior DA.
Yeah, you have mentoring. Where I am now, I have a mentor who helps me anything I need, any way to do my test cases, anything, everything I call. There's always a support. You always have support. You should ask questions. Don't feel like you don't know. I'm a victim of that. Always ask. Don't don't. It's a new place. Even if you know Tableau, the way they are doing things or the way they are writing their query is different. So always ask for help when you need it.
Did they always when you start a new organization, like do they put you under someone to work with for some
Oh yes,
time, or
they just don't jump
throw
you. They don't throw you just like that. It even takes maybe 2 months before you even start working on your own.
Okay.
At least the first 3 weeks, they are training you, telling you about the company. You have to know about the product. How can you be building visualization if you don't know what the company is all about, what they are building, what the department does? So you have a onboarding process.
Okay.
Every organization, except one that I work with, but that is a different story. But every organization.
Okay.
Sorry, so as a data analyst, you don't only work on visualization, you work on You work on database as well, right?
Yeah, like
So
SQL.
meaning so that means that if you're going to start, they're going to familiarize you with not only the company but also their database, right?
Yes, if say you chose a database job that requires SQL, they're going to take you through all their database, everything, what type of database they have, what type of data they are storing, how they are getting their data, where it's coming from, how they write their query, what type of syntax, because sometimes how they give an alias to some type of queries like table names, how they name their tables, what type of table. Like when you do a stop procedure, you put P. When you are doing view, you put V in front of how to naming convention. So they will give you an onboarding process.
Okay. So another thing is the syntax for MySQL is different from that of Oracle, right? Or is it similar? Is it easy
Similar.
to
So SQL is the base, so it has different flavor. The one I teach is I use MySQL, but the one you guys are going to use is going to be, I think, Microsoft SQL. So
MySQL.
there's Postgres, there is even I worked in a place that I was not using anything. They had their own in-base um, database. Is I forgot the name, but it used SQL language. So it was not even MySQL, not Microsoft, not Postgres, not Oracle. It's their own in-house, but it uses SQL syntax. So the same way you write stop procedures, the same way you write select from, the same way we use where, group by, is the same. There's no different.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I have one question.
Yes.
As a data analyst, is it bound for you to work with SQL, Excel, and Tableau in the company?
It will be, I would say it's impossible, but if you are going to do, then ready to ask them, although you will see this requirement in, and then they are going to say 30,000, but if you're actually going to use it and you know that you know it, you need to ask for salary raise, a lot of salary raise, because if you're going to use SQL, Tableau, and Excel, then you should ask for 60,000 and above. No, not kidding. That's so that's why we're giving you all these skills, because maybe one job is for visualization, another job is SQL, another job is Power BI, another job is Excel. But when you have the combination of that, then
You
they
can take
are
both jobs.
they are using a lot of skill. Don't sell yourself short.
It's
And
better we ask for 80 then. Better we ask
I
for 80.
I know that maybe we are looking for our first job, you just take it. But once you are there after 3 months, you show them what you can do, ask for salary. If you're going to be using Tableau regularly and SQL, I've never used them together like that, or Power BI together, unless you are doing ETL. That's why I said the data engineering, and that one starts with like 50,000 and above, because you're going to use different technologies to connect together.
Thank you. The last but not the least, I'll do the direct question to you.
Okay.
How did you keep yourself updated on this?
Yes. So
because you know about this, as in, how did you keep yourself updated?
I was always studying. I had this Udemy account that, if you see my Udemy, I think I have about 100 courses that I bought. Even if I see this, I want to. But when I now settled down and I said, okay, Python, SQL, and um, Tableau and Power BI. There's new features coming out. Join a group. I have this SQL group and yeah, that's how you keep updated on things that you do.
Okay, thank you.
So you can also, sorry, one more question because we have a few minutes left. Can you also use SQL alongside Tableau? Because I know you can use it alongside with Power BI.
Actually, these two goes together. So SQL actually is the middle. It goes with almost everything. So I think you will almost find a company that uses SQL and one other. So you will not necessarily be using both, but a part like we use SQL, you'll be visual, or you are SQL. The other is because where I was working, I was SQL, and the other guy was building Power BI. So everything I put together is building it. So I don't care anything else it does. I just build it. I just write the query, and it builds it.
So whenever your query fails, does it like come back to you to correct it or what?
I will know if it fails because it won't run, and I will say, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the good thing about SQL. It will even run. It will
even
before it runs, it will already tell you a red line. So you know if you have a syntax error or not.
So once you
Thank you very much.
So I hope I've not scared you enough. Tomorrow.
No, you've made this simpler.
Yeah.
Simplify the data analysis.
I'm actually looking forward to it.
All right. Happy to hear. Really happy to hear that.
And you made it easier for us to. Sorry for me. Let me use me now. You made it easier for me to learn.
Same too.
Happy to hear that. Really, really happy to hear that. And then tomorrow we'll start getting our hands dirty, start analyzing, and yes. And I'm sure you will have more questions tomorrow.
I can't wait to start.
And I'm going to be going with everybody. So if somebody's stuck, we're all stuck together. So
please, can I stop recording?
All right, stop recording. So when